In recent weeks, we have been inundated with inquiries from both current landlords and new prospective landlords looking to know a little bit more about how the current lockdown situation is affecting the letting market. It is for this reason that we wanted to let you know what is actually happening in the letting market at present, and also what we expect to see as we emerge from lockdown. Typically, the spring and summer months are when the letting market is at its most buoyant. During this time and across our 11 branches, there are a significantly higher number of tenancy applications than there are properties available. And as a result, this means that for the majority of our rental properties, there is a highly competitive market from tenants looking to secure new homes. For landlords, the buoyancy of the market instills the confidence that they will maximise the return on their investment. At present, and despite the fact that the majority of our physical operations have been suspended, the letting market continues to move forward. Since the end of March, when our team began working remotely, we have seen a steady stream of online inquiries across all of our branches. And thanks to the fact that each of our properties to let is marketed with a professional and high-resolution suite of pictures, an accurate floor plan, along with virtual viewing where possible, we have been able to place 41 rental properties under offer across our network, with occupancy to take place once the restrictions on movement have eased. We have also successfully accommodated 16 new tenancies for key workers of the NHS, of course adhering to the government guidance at all times. In our offices where we see the highest tenant demand and where rental properties are vacant, clean and well presented, we are able to follow the guidance on social distancing and have been offering virtual viewings by way of FaceTime or video calling. Again, highlighting how Clyde are working hard to keep both the market and people moving during these difficult times. However, as a result of the current lockdown situation, both Clyde and our landlords have been prevented from placing the majority of our rental properties onto the market. And this is why tenants may be finding that there are fewer rental properties available, and as a result are presently unable to find their new home. But what does all of this mean for the letting market going forward? Well, we continue to see excellent levels of interest in the properties we have been able to get to market across all of our branches. In other words, even though we are not physically operating as normal, we are still working hard to assist both our landlords and tenants alike, and demand from tenants remains strong. Every single day we are receiving healthy numbers of inquiries from both tenants and landlords who are frustrated by being held back with either their plans to move or the inability for them to bring their rental property to the market. We are also seeing an increase in the number of landlords who are looking to get their property onto the market just as soon as lockdown has been lifted. And as such, we have a growing list of letting properties for each of our branches. This last week alone, our Shawlands and West End offices have been instructed to market 18 new properties as soon as the stay-at-home restrictions are lifted. In recent years, Scottish cities such as Edinburgh, Glasgow and Stirling have had increased numbers of tourists looking to experience our culture and enjoy our famous hospitality. It's for that reason that there has always been a huge demand for short-term lets, with the most popular platform being Airbnb. In light of the current and ongoing situation, short-term landlords have noticed an immediate decline in their bookings and in turn jeopardising their return on their investment. However, as I mentioned earlier, tenant demand in the long-term private residential market still very much outweighs the supply of good quality rental properties, and this means that we are best placed to assist any short-term landlord and connect them to the long-term tenants they require. Our outlook on the post-lockdown letting market is very positive indeed, because the lockdown has effectively created a bottleneck in the market, behind which positive pressure is building every day. We also believe that the current situation will have little or no effect on the future of the long-term rental market, pausing slightly, if anything. So to find out more about the market or to discuss what we can do to help you get ahead of the curve when things get back to normal, then please get in touch with any member of our team at any of our branches. We are open for business and we are all here to help.